Alright folks, what's the crack? I hope you are all doing well today. So around about this time last year, I did the Nuclear Fire Noodle Challenge, and I'm happy to say that I'm not doing that again. So now that I've given my tongue and my mind a year to recover, I'm coming back to the Samyang noodles. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I've got 5 other flavours of the noodles in front of me today. I've got the original hot chicken flavour. So the Nuclear Fire Noodle Challenge was 2 times spicier than this. So this is half as spicy, so I'm hoping I can deal with it. But I do have a glass of milk handy, and I've taken some antacids before just to line my stomach. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous that they're still going to be a little bit too spicy for me, but we will see. I know that there's now 4 times spicy, which is it's a scary thought. You will never ever catch me doing those. I think my mouth would melt. Right, so we've got the original. We have got curry. So that's curry flavoured, curry chicken flavoured hot noodles. We have got mala fire noodles. So mala is Chinese spice, I believe. We have got carbo, which is like short for carbonara. So these are like carbonara flavoured, but also spicy. Interesting take. And then we have got jajang. Again, I'm fairly sure I'm not pronouncing that one right. But anyway, these are Korean black bean noodle flavours. So I'll get rid of all of these, because I know which one is one, which one is one, which one is which now. And I'm going to start getting stuck in, because rolling up my sleeves, because I mean business, because these are already pretty cold, to be honest, some of them. Right, so I'm going to start with the original flavour. They're sticking to each other a bit because I left them a little while. They're still warm, still some steam coming off of there. Steamy. So yeah, I want to try all the different ones and compare them a bit. Yeah, they're still pretty hot. They're not, you know, they're not as bad as the twice as spicy, but they're still really hot. Yeah, I think these are manageable for me though. I can make it to the end. So, these... So I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, so I remember when I was trying when I was trying the fire noodle challenge, the twice as spicy one. That for like a second you could taste something that was a really nice sauce, and then all you could taste was pain. So here you can actually taste something for a while, but it's still there's still quite a lot of pain going on there. I'm hoping they're not all quite as spicy as this. The carbo one shouldn't be, I wouldn't have thought. Oh, that's better. It's not a challenge this time, so I can have some milk. Whew. Oh. We're hardly a few minutes in and I've already spilt it. At least you can't see from there. One thing I did forget was a tissue for my nose. I should probably get some tissues because I know my nose will run. Not an attractive trait, but that is what happens when I eat spicy food. Right, got a pack of tissues handy now. So back in we go. Hello. It's too many noodles, I think. I don't think they taste that much like chicken, but I think the other flavours, like the heat of it is so strong that you couldn't taste the chicken anyway. It's a nice flavour though, just very, very hot. It's nice if you can handle the heat. My advice if you're ever eating anything really spicy, don't drink water to combat the heat, drink milk. The water seems to kind of make it worse. Nearly finished this bowl now. I'm getting a little bit of a sweat on actually. Just got a last little bit of this one. I don't think my chopstick skills are quite good enough for this. I'm just going to leave some in there, I think. Not like I don't have enough to eat already. Okay, so this next one is the curry one. They're solid now. We left them too long. There we go, that's them broken up a little bit. You can smell the curry a little bit. Thank God these are not as spicy. I was thinking if all of these noodles are as spicy as the original flavour, I'm going to struggle. They're pretty hot. So you can kind of taste the fire noodle sauce in there, but it's got a hint of curry, so it's like a little bit of both. If you're wondering what that sound was, I've got my feet resting on kitchen roll, a pack of kitchen roll. Classy. Do you know, I usually don't like curry flavoured stuff because, oh, I've just flung that noodle. No noodle gets left behind, apart from those ones that were in the bowl that I abandoned. Yeah, I usually don't enjoy curry flavoured stuff very much. I like curry, but I don't know if other people find this, but I like spicy food, but I prefer Asian spicy food or Mexican spicy food, but I'm not that keen on Indian spicy food, like spicy curries. Like I would rather go for like a korma or a pasanda or something mild. I just think they taste better. Like I don't think heat adds to a curry, but it does seem to add something to Asian food or Mexican food. But yeah, these are alright. Maybe it's just the relief of it not being as spicy as the other ones. Got a lot of noodles to get through. Now I can feel the noodles hitting my chin, so I'm guessing I have sauce on my chin, but I can't see anything in the viewfinder. I'm gonna dab just in case. It's getting hotter as I get to the bottom of the bowl. Whew. Trying to bake them up a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to have one last bite of these curry ones and then I'm going to move on, I think, because I can already feel my stomach getting full. I don't know if it's full or if it's just uncomfortable because of the heat, but there's something going on in my tummy. And I want to enjoy the noodles. I'm not particularly, trying to finish all of them. I think I am going to go for the black bean noodles next. A little palate cleanser. So the sauce for this was a lot thicker, I noticed. And obviously it's a lot darker, being black bean sauce. They've all gone into a big lump. Come on. They're kind of sweet, and it's kind of like an earthy taste. You can kind of taste the fact that it's beans. And there's that fire kick at the end. I'm still struggling with these. I'm gonna need more milk. Ah! I did also have a pack of the cheese flavoured ones, but I thought it was probably going to be quite similar to the carbo one, the carbonara one. Ooh, noodles. I know there was an ice flavoured one as well, which I can't imagine what that would be, like what the actual flavour is of ice. Maybe it was just milder, I don't know. But they discontinued that one, so I couldn't try it. I think 5 packs of noodles is quite enough anyway. I plan to do a little bit more talking, but I've been struggling because of the heat. I think I can talk now though. So, how many of you have been to a shop and felt like you didn't belong? Like that you weren't the target audience, or you didn't fit in with the people in the shop or whatever. I think usually the feeling comes when you're in a shop that's above your class. You know, like if you tried to go into a Gucci store or something. If I tried to go into a Gucci store. I wouldn't even go in a Gucci store, to be honest. I've been past Gucci stores and sort of like stared in the windows, but yeah, I feel like they'd chase me out with a broom. The type of store that I feel like comfortable in would be like, I don't know, Tesco's, New Look, Sainsbury's, H&M. working class stuff, right? But earlier today, I was in a shop and felt out of place. I suppose that's better than saying like you don't belong there. If you feel out of place in a shop. And it had nothing to do with like class or anything. So I went to B&Q. And B&Q, I don't know if they get it in America or other countries. So for those of you who don't know what B&Q is, it's like a kind of DIY and garden and home improvement kind of shop. I'm going to stop there with the black bean ones. I enjoyed those. It's still too spicy for me. I'm going to bring these closer together so that the board doesn't topple. I wish I'd bought more milk. I've only got one of those tiny little ones, the half-pint one. Need it for tea later. My stomach's not feeling good, guys. I'm gonna get myself some more water and I will be back. So this shop is like a dad shop where dads go to buy dad things. What is that? It's like a saucer of noodles. This is the mala fire noodles. So it's like a Chinese spice thing. Just giving them a sniff. There's something that smells a little bit like five spice, you know, like Chinese five spice in there. Mm. And it's kind of vaguely Chinese. Like something reminiscent of a Chinese takeaway. So I'm in this dad shop, this B&Q. because I've gone in to buy stuff for the garden. Like pots and some compost and stuff. And the first thing that goes wrong, the first thing that goes wrong is I get one of those trolleys that is, it's like flat on the bottom. There's no, it's not like a shopping cart. It's like a flat, it's like a handle and a flat bit. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but you know what I mean, the things that you get in like gardening shops to help you load up the stuff, like compost and things that, you know, it's going to be tricky to get in and out of a metal trolley. And I try and push it into the shop, you know, like I'm trying to turn it out of the trolley bank and into the shop, and I'm struggling with the thing and it won't budge. I thought, right, this one must be busted, so I get another one, same thing. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Like, why can't I move this trolley? I couldn't figure it out. And then eventually this guy, dad probably, comes up, and he just, I'm kind of there deliberating whether to keep trying or just abandon this trolley and go for a normal metal trolley. And he looks at me with like slight disgust, and he says, "Are you taking that trolley? Or are you leaving it?" And I said to him, I was like, "Well, it's not budging, and I've now tried two, and neither of them will budge." And he explained it in kind of a convoluted way. I think he said something like, "You've got to let it follow you," or something like that. But basically, he was English. It wasn't like his English was bad or anything. He just like said it in a weird way. But I figured that he meant I had to drag it backwards. So that's what I did, and it did work. You just have to drag it with you. Like backwards through the shop. So that was a little awkward, but anyway, I thanked him and carried on inside. Second awkward thing to happen. So the weather's been miserable. It's been tipping it down all day. And the part of the garden centre where all the pots were, I was going to get some pots, as well as compost and other bits. It's outside, so it was raining onto the stuff. I'm going to give these ones a miss now, actually, because I'm not enjoying them as much as the other ones, and I'm getting kind of full. And I do want to try these carbo ones. I think they might be a little bit milder, I'm hoping. They're also solidified. What have I done? A bit of milk. I'll resume my story while I break these up. So most of the pots are upside down so that there's not going to be water collecting in them when it rains. But what I didn't realise was that some of the pots have, like, the bottom's not flat, it's concave, and there's they're not, there's like indentations in them, so there's rain sitting in them. So I didn't see this because these, let's just say I'm a little vertically challenged. I'm not that short, but I'm 5'4", so, you know, for worldwide statistics I'm not particularly short, but I was definitely shorter than I should have been for picking up these pots from this shelf. Oh my god, that really does taste like carbonara. That's crazy how much that tastes like carbonara. Like, you can see there's little green flakes, but it tastes like fresh parsley. That's mad. It is milder than the other ones as well. My tummy is still struggling from the other ones though. So I go to pick up this, well, a couple of these pots off this high up shelf. So my head was probably like here. So I'm lifting these pots off the top, and yeah, I pour water, muddy rainwater, all down myself. I don't know, I think I'm maybe a little bit more self-conscious than other folk when it comes to stuff like that, but a lot of the time if I go into like a specialist shop and I'm not like particularly confident, you know, like if it's something for a hobby that I've not been doing very long, like gardening, I feel like you're judging me for not knowing what I'm on about. Because it does make it more difficult for them, but at the end of the day, if you're a paying customer, then like they've got nothing to complain about. But yeah, let me know if you've ever felt like that, if you've ever gone into a shop and felt like, yeah, I don't belong here. I think one type of specialist shop that I can go into and feel pretty confident in is a tea shop, because I am obsessed with tea and I know what I like and what I don't like in tea. Whereas I think some other people would be like, you know, like they'd be humming and hawing a little bit. Whereas I would go in and be like, I want that and I want that. I'm not the sort of person that can like feign confidence or feign like fake knowledge of stuff. you know, if somebody tells me something, I'm not going to, you know, like nod and go like, oh yes, that's right, kind of thing, you know, pretending that I know when I don't. Because, well, I suppose in some way, like, I don't see the point, but I'm a very bad liar. I can't feign confidence. If I don't know something, then, you know, I'm gonna look like an idiot. I guess it's one of these things, though. You just you know, if you want to learn, then you have to put yourself into awkward situations sometimes. And sometimes if you're in a shop, you have to ask questions that might, you know, might seem dumb to one of the workers who's, you know, like knows everything about a certain subject, and you know zilch. Nobody can know everything. And I got what I came there for at the end of the day, so really there's no bother. Right, this is going to be my last bite because I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a bit ill. My stomach is not feeling good, so I think I need to have one last bite, take antacid, and then go lie down. Okay. So that's it. I have enjoyed these carbonara ones, but my stomach, my mind's telling me yes, but my body is telling me no. So that has been a bit of a taste exploration. I think my favourite was probably the Korean black bean sauce ones. I just thought the flavour of those was quite interesting. There was a lot of kind of depth of flavour there. Like it was sweet, and then it was earthy, and then it was beany. I can't think of another, you know, word to explain it, but it tasted like beans. And then you got the heat as well. So I thought that was probably the best flavour. The carbonara one was interesting in that it tasted so much like carbonara, but it was still spicy. But I couldn't really enjoy that one because, like I say, my stomach isn't too happy at the moment. So sorry if that's TMI, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like me to do more like this in the future, and if you like this video, give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe for more content like this in the future. But for now, cheerio, bye!